Hi guys, welcome to Tech, and today I will be looking at the Logitech Z623. It's a 2.1 audio sound system. So I'll start off with the sub itself. This is the sub, it's quite big, and it has 130 RMS. That's the power for this, and if I switch it around, I hope you can see these properly. So this is where all your inputs go, and at the very top you have the two RCA inputs. That's a pair of RCA input there, and then again this green one here, this is your 3.5mm jack, your standard connection, and underneath that, this big input, this is for your right speaker. The right speaker is the main speaker, the one with all your audio controls and your power on and off. So this is the input for that. Underneath that you have another RCA looking input, and this is for your left speaker. Again, it's a lot smaller than the right one because it doesn't really have any controls on it. And underneath that, this is the power supply. So this is used to power the whole thing. Now I'll move this away and I will show you the left satellite. The satellites are fairly big. You don't usually get satellites this size on a regular system. This is the RCA connection, and that just connects to the back of your sub. The cable is fairly long, but the way I had to do it was to invest in an extension RCA cable. So if you get a male to female connector, this obviously goes into the female connector, and the male connector goes to the back of your sub. So there you go. This is the left satellite, and it's got the THX certified logo at the very top there as well, because the whole system is THX certified. And this is your right speaker, your right satellite. As you can see, it's quite a thick cable, and this is the big connector. So on the actual satellite itself, you have the power on and off button. So this just clicks in, clicks out. In the middle you have the big knob, which is the volume controls, and on this side you have the bass controls. The good thing about this is that once you're using the bass controls, it sort of clicks in right at the middle point, so you can exactly tell if it is bang on in the middle or not. And then obviously if you keep going, this is the bass at the maximum level. So this is it, and once again it's pretty much similar to the left satellite, apart from this lower half there with all the buttons and the controls. On this side, this is another different thing. On this side you have two inputs, both of them 3.5mm. Yeah, both of them 3.5mm. The top one, it's got a little headphones icon on it. So this is where you could alternately plug in your headphones without having to remove the 3.5 jack for your computer or your phone, whatever you're using to power it, whatever you're using for the music. Underneath there is another port with a small musical notes symbol on it, and this is like another input you could use rather than having to switch the 3.5mm, which comes out of this from your sub. You could use that as an auxiliary connection, and that input goes there as well, and obviously you can listen to your music. So this is it for the sort of basic overview of the two satellites and the sub. And now, if I can show you this on the computer screen, I have got the specifications here because I think I went over them too quickly. So I'm going to add this into the video. So as you can see now, the Z623, total power 200 watts, this is the RMS power for it. And I think it doesn't say total peak power, but I think it goes to 400, if I'm right, if I read this somewhere. 400 watts. Power distribution, 130 watts for the subwoofer. That is good. That is really, really good. And 2 times 35 watts for your satellites. So 70 watts, satellites total 130, makes a 200 watt system. Subwoofer size 7 inches. This is really good. You can if you look at through the side, you can sort of tell the rubber part on the edges, and unlike most sort of audio systems for computers, this one has quite a thick rubber around it, and once you listen to the bass, you can see how that works with it. What else? Total weight, it says, for the whole system is 10 kilograms, which is okay, I guess. The sub is pretty heavy. Not heavy enough that you can't lift it, but you do realise once you lift the sub that it is quite heavy. I think this is it for the specifications. Now what I'm going to do is tell you the things I like about this and the things I don't like about this. Okay, so I've used Logitech systems for quite a while. This is the one I usually use for myself, and it's really good build quality as well. The one thing I'm not too happy about would be this connection for the right hand satellite. This sort of feels like it's a bit loose, and it's been like this since the day it's been here. So I'm not too sure if maybe this is one of the things in my system, or it is a manufacturing thing for all the systems. I'm not sure. Not that it causes any problem. Well, it's not causing problems so far, but I'm not too sure if it's going to stay that way. I hope it does. But apart from that, so far so good. Even the loose bit hasn't really caused any problems for me. So that is one of the slightly negative points. Second thing I would say is that the cables, they are not long enough. You need longer cables for this to set it up the way you would want it, because what I do is I put the sub in the far corner. So you typically want like an L-shaped area where you could put the sub to get the maximum bass. Obviously it does work wherever you put it, but there is a significant difference in the sound quality, the bass mostly. If you put this in a corner, it's better. So this cable for the left satellite, this is fairly long, but then again, as I said before, I had to buy an extension for this. That was okay. Buying an extension for an RCA, fairly simple thing to do. What I had problems with was this cable. Because this is a non-VGA port, non-VGA cable, I really struggled online trying to find an extension. I could obviously find the male to female connector. That wasn't the problem. It was just whatever I was looking at turned out to be a VGA cable. VGA cable is usually the cable with your monitors, the display cable. Okay, so the other extension you're going to need has got to be the 3.5mm jack, because obviously you're going to use the 3.5 for the main purposes of connecting this, and you need an extension for that as well. That once again is fairly easy to get. 3.5mm, I think it's going to be male to female. Yeah, male to female connector. It's fairly simple, fairly cheap thing to get as well. I'm going to include a link for that as well in the description, so you know where to get that from. And that's it. So basically 3 extension cables gets your brilliant system. You can put this up wherever you want. Satellites, obviously you can position them yourself. Another good thing I like about the satellites is that, which a lot of newer systems do that as well, the satellites angle to you. So even if you tweak the satellite a little bit like this, a small degree rotation makes a big impact on the quality of the sound. So I would advise you to spread them out as wide as you can and turn them towards you, so even if they're in a far corner, they still face you straight on. Just improves the quality a little bit. You can hear more of the mids and the highs once you do that. That's pretty much it, I think. Apart from that, brilliant system, really good bass. I've got a small room, so I usually keep the volume at a quarter, bass at half, and that's pretty much my limitations in this place. If it's a bigger room, I'm sure I could turn it up louder and it'll be good as well, but considering the area I have to work with, I've never ever had to turn it more than that, or felt that the bass wasn't good enough at half the level. I'm going to include a sound demo sort of thing as well at the end of this. So you could, obviously my microphone's not going to be able to pick up the right thing, but I'll try and demonstrate the bass to you some way, put a paper over it or something, just to show you how this side port is where the air comes out. Just to show you how well that works and give you a rough idea of what the bass is like. Apart from that, brilliant system. I think I got it here in the UK for £140 from the Logitech website. Currently they have it out of stock there, but I'm sure you can get this on Amazon and other places as well. Comes with a 2 years manufacturer's warranty, which is really good. And £140 for the price and the kind of power you're getting. I mean, 200 watts RMS is, according to me, it's a big deal. It's a great deal, and most of the companies, they don't advertise the power in terms of the RMS wattage. They will just tell you the peak, and you look at the peak wattage and you go, right, okay, this is pretty good, I'll get that. But of course the peak watt doesn't work all the time, just for like small duration, small peaks. So what you ideally want is a good range for the RMS wattage. Once you've got that, that means it's going to be a good system. You're going to be able to enjoy it. You can connect this with, again, because of the inputs, you can connect this with the phone. Like most of the phones do come with the 3.5mm jack. You can connect it to that. I usually have it hooked up to my MacBook, computer, PCs, and PlayStations as well. The RCA input at the back. You can connect it to the RCA, hook it up to the PlayStation, hook it up to the TV, whatever, DVD player. That could all work. Apart from that, brilliant system, and it's been really good for me. This is the one I use myself as well. So let me know what you guys think of it. If you guys have it and you have any problems, or you agree with what I've said, all the good points, let me know. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to do other reviews of other Logitech systems. We have got 3 in this house, 3 different systems, Logitech, of course. So I'm going to be doing reviews for them as well. But whatever you guys think about this review, let me know in the comments, and like and share and subscribe, please. That's it. Thanks.